beautiful people. I'm Ugwuji and I welcome you all to my podcast, The Grey Area, where controversial issues are discussed and dealt with. So, today we're going to be discussing on a very important topic, more like a reminder to remind us of something really important, especially as citizens of Nigeria. Yeah, so it's something really, really important. But before we talk about that, I need us to listen to an amazing song from an amazing artist named Dhevine, and it is titled Only in My Sleep. Well, I guess you all need to listen to this song to know what can happen only when you sleep.
Starts with the morning, the dawn reminds you of the pain that's coming. Can't through your world because you're held behind, having no power to overcome your strife. But you keep breathing, even though you don't see your life worth living. You go to bed just to escape life's duties, closing your eyes like a sleeping beauty. Only in my sleep I find rest, you say. Only in my sleep I see peace their way. Only in my sleep, only in my sleep, only in my sleep I find rest these days. My nights were lonely, so even then I went to bed more boldly. 'Cause in my dreams I had a better life, having no power to overcome my strife. So I kept breathing, 'cause in my nights I saw my life worth living. I went to bed just to escape my duties, closing my eyes like a sleeping beauty. Only in my sleep I find rest, I said. Only in my sleep I saw peace their way. Only in my sleep, only in my sleep, only in my sleep I find rest these days. But dreams turned sour, nightmares came at the ungodly hour. Then you came to take away the pain, when I admitted that my life was vain. Now I keep breathing, 'cause in your arms I know my life was living. In your presence there is fullness of pleasure. I look to you and I'm above life's pressure. Only in your arms I find rest.
All right, guys. So that was about the song "Only in My Sleep" by Dhevine. Yeah, I don't need to go too much into it. If you listen to it, you would understand what you're supposed to do only in your sleep, or what could only happen only in your sleep. So here, I mentioned something earlier about discussing a very important topic, that it's very important for every Nigerian, more like a reminder to us all. And this topic, I'm going to give it a title: Knowing Your Rights. Yes, knowing your rights. I remember back then, years back, while in secondary school, where we were treating a subject titled Civic Education, and our lecturer or our teacher then as we fondly call them, because it's in higher institution that we refer them to as lecturers. But back then in secondary school, we do refer to them as teachers. I don't know if it has changed now, but well, in my own time, in my own secondary school days, oh boy, na teacher we they call them. Oh, but yeah, I remember back then in secondary school where our teacher would come to class, our civic education teacher, and he or she is teaching us different things about civic education as citizens of Nigeria, what we need to know, what habit we need to inculcate as sorry, as citizens, you know, teaching us our rights and the likes, teaching us what rights we have in the country and the likes, right? Good. But it's now seem like we are teaching this thing, or we are taught this thing, or we are learning this thing, but we are not putting it to practice, or unfortunately many of us have even forgotten totally, like, I mean totally, about what this right says, or what is about this right. You understand? Because we're not even putting it into practice. So I think that part of our brain that have absorbed the understanding of these rights we have in Nigeria has completely shut down, because we're not putting it into use anymore. We're not even putting it into use. Sef. We just know that in our textbook it is written this, that. But reality speaking, we are not even doing any of that. We are not acting on any of that. You understand? So today we're going to be treating about knowing your right. Knowing your right. I remember back then in civic education where they taught us some different rights we have as citizens of Nigeria. Right, freedom to speech, freedom of speech, freedom to do this and do that, freedom to blah 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 and blah. Right, good, fine. But unfortunately, we do not even know our right. We do not even remember our right. We do not probably even know how to exercise it, or we are just being scared of exercising our rights. Good. And I'm going to just pick one out of the other rights. I'm going to just pick one to treat or to talk about today, and it is the right on, like, freedom of speech, having the freedom to express yourself verbally. That's freedom of speech, being able to talk expressively and being able to communicate expressively, because we all have that right. Good. So, well, for me, I am of the opinion that we all need to go back to learning about our civic rights. We all really need to go back to learning about our civic rights. Reason being that if we do not know our rights, we would be easily deprived of it. And I think that is even the current state of every Nigerian now. We will be easily deprived of it. Example is a child who does not know his or her right in his father's house. Let's take for example, you are that child, you are the son of, let's give it a name. Let's say you are the son of Mr. Adebanji. Yeah. And then you are the son, probably the first son, or the second, but you are shy a son. You are part of that family. You are a child of that family. And of course, as a child, there are rights you have in that house for just being a child. Do you understand? Even if you are an adopted child, you have some rights in that house. So imagine you do not even know your right. Imagine you don't understand your right. Imagine you don't know how to exercise your right. Wallahi, it will be very, very easy for me, even as a stranger, to just come into that house, and if I observe that, oh, this boy does not even understand his right, it will be very, very easy for me to deprive you of that right, to treat you anyhow in that same house. I am a stranger, quite alright, but unfortunately, you do not know your right. So excuse me, you do not even know that I'm depriving you of your right, safe. Do you understand? Because you do not even know your right. Do you get? So it's something we need to take seriously. It's something we need to go back to learn. We need to really understand this thing. We need to really understand our rights, and we need to start exercising our rights, because honestly, if we do not even know Yes, like the saying says, like the saying goes rather, that knowledge is power, right? Indeed, knowledge is power. The fact that you do not know a thing, the fact that you do not even know your right, really, you have been deprived of power. You don't even have any power at that point. You do not have any power. Because now, like that child that I gave example of that do not know his right in his father's house, that child has been deprived of power in that house. That child has been deprived of, say. That child, in fact, does not even have any say in that house because you do not even know your right. You do not know your right. Same as is the plight or fate or reality of so many Nigerians today. We are in our country, Nigeria, and we do not even know our right. We do not even know how to exercise our right. And so that is why someone from another country, a stranger, in quotes. Now, this person is playing the role of this stranger I just described in this family of Adebanji, right? A stranger will just come from his or her country and come to Nigeria, and because we do not even understand our rights and we do not know how to exercise our rights, just rule over us and just do anyhow. You understand? That's why you see strangers from the other foreigners from other countries will come to Nigeria. In our own land, though, they will set up a company or an organization in our own land, though, and they make us slaves in our own land for them. If it is that we are in their own land and we are slaves, fine, I can understand that. But in our own land, imagine in your own home, in your own family, where you have rights, your father's house, your own father's house, your biological father's house, and then you are a slave. You are acting, or you are being treated as a slave in your own father's house. Like, gosh, like that is really, it's something you don't even want to hear about, because it's no, no, it doesn't even make any sense at all. But unfortunately, that is currently the plight of many Nigerians today, if not all, most Nigerians today. So really, we really need to go back to learning about our civic rights and understanding it, having knowledge of it and understanding it, and knowing about how to go about exercising our rights. Do you get? Also, we need to start exercising our rights, because it is one thing to know your right, it is another thing to exercise it. Yes, of course, we were all taught our right to civic education. Everybody that passed through secondary school have all been taught about it. Yes, even if you not go to school, you are seeing it on news television, on television channels, where they are teaching you about your right and what have you. Yes, but unfortunately, it is one thing to know your right, it is another thing to exercise your right. If you don't exercise your right, it is as good as you never know it, because we are not practicalizing it. So we need to start exercising our rights. Mind you, instead of making complaints that yield nothing at our corners because of fear of speaking out. When I say that, I mean, you know, we are now fond of making complaints in our houses, in our closets. We watch the news and we see the way things are going south in Nigeria, and we are shouting, we are screaming, and or we are complaining amongst our peers in our circle, and we are like, oh no, this country is that. Oh, I'm tired, I'm fed up. Oh shit, I can't do this anymore. This country, oh, God punish this, God punish who, God punish that, and we're just making those complaints. But we are not. But unfortunately, when we are given the chance or the platform to speak out, we are actually very scared to speak out. We just mumble some things and no, actually, and we go back to our house and nothing is happening. So I mean here right now that if you don't have the confidence enough to come out to speak things, speak, and let your speakings bring results, yield results, then there's no need for you to complain in your closet. There's no point, because all those complaints you are complaining are not even yielding anything. Who are scared to come out to speak publicly, to speak publicly, and say something that would yield something positive results, shall yield results. Do you get? And then when we're given the platform to do that, we are scared. But in our closet or among our peers or whatever, we are just that's when we can talk, and we can air our opinion, our grievances, and excuse me, or whatever thing you are saying. The government is not hearing it. Nobody is hearing you. You are just hearing yourself, or people around you are hearing yourself, and most importantly, it's supposed to be yielding result, but it is not even yielding results. Do you understand? So it is very, very important that when we are given that opportunity to speak, we should speak. Yes, I understand that in a country like Nigeria now, it is so bad that when you come out to speak, when you exercise your civil rights, it will be termed hate speech in quotes, and you'll be punished for it. Or though you just be sleeping in your room, you just drop one video or one this thing in the morning, and then in the afternoon or in the night you're sleeping peacefully in your house, and then they have already assigned one assassin to just come and kill you and take your life. Yes, I understand, we are all scared of that, but the truth of the matter is, if truly we are practicing democracy in a country like this, the people have the power. Yes, it is just because we don't know our right. That is why we feel like, oh, we don't have a say. It's a lie. Like I said, if you don't know your right, if you don't understand your right, you will be like that Adebanji's son that does not know his right, and so therefore he does not have a say in the house because he does not know his right. It is because we don't know our right. That is why we feel we don't have a say in a country like Nigeria. We feel we can be easily silenced. We feel we can be easily, we're scared. We're scared. The moment you understand your right, then you understand that as a citizen you have power, you have a say. And if truly we are practicing democracy, the power is to the people. So it is then we would be able to, like, okay, put our heads together, sit up and like, oh no, enough of this nonsense. We want to speak out. We want solution. We want positive results. And we will all speak out and we will see it. But because we are all scared, because we don't know our right, we are all scared. And not knowing your right brings fear. Yes, it brings fear. The root of all of this fear we have now is because we do not even know our rights. Imagine that Adebaji's son that does not know his right. He becomes scared because he doesn't know what to do and how to go about what to do. Do you understand? For instance, now he has the right to go to the pot in the kitchen to go and dish food for himself. But because he doesn't even know he has that right, he will be hungry and he is scared to go to the pot, and nobody is at home to come and dish food for him. But he is scared to go to the pot because he doesn't know the problem that will result from him going to the pot to dish food for himself. But in the real sense, he has the right. Your mom is not at home, your dad is not at home, housewife is not at home, no one else is at home, you're the only one at home, and there's food in the pot. Why not you just go in there, dish your food, and eat? You are a son of that house. You have right to do that. But because you don't even know your right, you are scared. Hey, if I go and touch this pot. So that's the fate and reality of most Nigerians today. So we are scared because we do not even know our rights. We do not even know our rights. We do not even understand our rights. We do not even understand the power we hold as citizens of this country. So we are scared. Oh no, I don't want to talk. Oh no, I don't want to do this. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Because we do not even know our right. So that is why the fear is there. And because these people understand we do not know our right, and that's why they can treat us anyhow. Yes. If I'm a stranger to Adebanji's house, but when I notice that, okay, the Adebanji's son does not know his right in the house, yes, I will treat him anyhow. I will take advantage of him. Yes, it is in the human nature to always take advantage of people or of situations. Yes, it is just natural there. Except if you are a child of God and you have fear of God, that because of the fear of God in you, because of the spirit of God in you, there's some certain things that you will not do, that you know that, okay, this is out of the flesh and all of that. But naturally, the human nature naturally wants to take advantage, every advantage, at every chances they get, they just want to take advantage of situations, of people and all. So if I am that stranger in Mr. Adebanji's house and I realizes that, oh, this boy does not even know his right, I will take advantage of it. It's as simple as that. And the boy will keep suffering. But he has rights there, but he keeps suffering. Not because he does not have the right, but because he does not even know his right. He does not even understand his right. Do you understand? So we really need to begin to exercise our rights, understand our rights. That is why I started with us going back to learn about our civic rights, because knowing about it, understanding it properly will help us in exercising those rights. So we really need to go back to understanding these things. We really need to learn. to start exercising our right. And we want to exercise our right. We want to speak out like this one I picked out of all other rights. We want to speak out. Let's learn that we speak out in in a manner that will communicate well whatever thing we are talking about, or whatever subject matter, or whatever issue we want to talk about. Let us ensure that in as much as we are talking and we are speaking out, you understand, let's ensure that we are communicating well. Let's ensure we're not just going there and be talking blabbing nonsense. No, let's ensure that we are communicating well. And lastly, let's put our heads together in making this country a better place. Enough of the whole talk, enough of the whole complaints, enough of the whole shouting and all. No, enough. Yes, we've done more of talks. Let's act now. Let's act. Let's put our heads together in making this country a better place. Because yes, we know that the government is not doing well and all of that. We are not happy with it. We are not even proud of it at all. But the truth of the matter is that even amongst us, we are still, there's no, in fact, some of us say there's no difference between us and the government, because how we treat our neighbors, how we do things, how we how we think, how we reason, our mindset and everything, our behavior and everything is not showing any difference between us and the government. Yet we blame the government for everything. Let us be responsible enough to admit that, okay, in this part I am not doing well on my own part as a citizen. This is what I should do in ensuring that this country become a better place, a comfortable place and a good place for all. Because if this country is a good place for all of us will benefit from it. Yes, all of us will benefit from it, whether we like it or not. If this country is a bad place, all of us will also benefit from it. Even the government that we're blaming, they will all benefit from it. Do you understand? So it's very important that we put our heads together in making this country a better place in whatever way we can, in whatever channel we want to use. If it is through prayers, fine. If it is through acting, doing things, in ensuring that we develop the economy, in ensuring that we develop our environment, in ensuring that everybody, the closest people we could reach out to, we could reach. Let's ensure we just do something on our own part. Gradually, we will see the effect. We will see the result. So yes, guys, thank you so much for staying tuned to this show. Like I always say, I know today I sound a bit, different from how I used to sound, but honestly, it is because this is a very important and, sensitive subject matter. You understand? It is very, very important. I think it's more of the importance. It's very, very important. So, guys, thank you so much, and I really, really appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I mean it. Yes, I do mean it. Thank you guys for staying with us on this show. See you guys same time, same day next week. Please don't miss out. Please don't miss out. Yeah, so we are on all social media. No, not all. We are on 4 social media handles. We are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, we are on Spotify, and we are on YouTube. Feel free to follow, subscribe, comment, engage on all our posts. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. Please go and learn about your civic rights again. Bye.